Welcome back to Biggie Outdoors at the top of the hour. We welcome in those just tuning in, and for those of you who have been listening, we're headed into another great hour of outdoor radio with Biggie and Brandon here at Biggie Outdoor Studios. This hour is brought to you by one of our great supporters at Outdoor Edge Knives and Cutlery, makers of the swing blade and other great tools for the outdoorsman. Check them out at OutdoorEdge.com and get yourself one of the best hunting knives or cutlery sets you'll ever own. Also buy Koala Buck Coolers, portable walk-in coolers for the sportsman. A great way to save your game when you're traveling on a hunt and want to keep your meat cool. Find them online at koalabuck.com. Now, stay tuned for more Biggie Outdoor Radio. Check out Adrenaline Hydrographics in a Cedar Creek Mall. Put a custom finish on anything you want. Choose from over 1,000 different patterns and colors, including camos, wood grains, carbon fibers, and custom prints like flames, skull patterns, and flag scenes. They can customize your Harley parts, baseball helmets, and hard hats, guns and gun stocks, fishing poles, deer skulls, coat racks, you name it. Pretty much anything you can paint, they can put a custom pattern on for you. Adrenaline Hydrographics in the Cedar Creek Mall.
Oh, yeah, we're back and we're live again here.
The top of our second hour.
Oh, yeah, things start to get interesting about now. You know, we start to get ramped up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to bring up something really, really interesting right now. This ought to get the people going. We're going to bring up our little hoaxer down in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Time to get on. It's time to get on this little
vagrant.
This little punk. This little attempt at trying to make the record books with a lie.
And then continuing the lie.
And then to continue it, too, yet, you know. I mean, this is a thing, you know. I mean, not only, I mean, first of all, if he actually did it the way that it's coming out, or regardless of how, then to come out and continue to lie and try to lie to cover up the lie.
Yeah. Oh, I really didn't know that this buck came from.
I thought it was legitimate. I'm sorry. I thought this might have been
since
really a North Carolina record, and I thought it was legit.
Since when do you shoot a buck in Pennsylvania and then think that it could be?
No.
It's even, and he didn't even shoot it. He bought the rack from a place in Pennsylvania.
However, he got the rack. He screwed the horns onto a 3-point buck from North Carolina.
Yeah.
How in the heck do you screw the horns onto another deer that was a 3-pointer
and then seriously assume that it's legit?
Oh, that should have been legit. I shot the buck here and screwed the horns on it, and then make up the bullcock story that this thing had been. I've been watching this deer. We told one guy he'd been watching it for 2 years, and then he told the other guy that how it just came in, and then he's got this story about how he uses this. Didn't you look it up online? And he said he'd been using this bait where he puts it out, and then he takes it away 2 days before, and then he puts out this bait again, and he's got this long story. This guy.
At least he was prepared.
He made this guy is got to go down though. He's a world record. He's a state record liar. Yeah. That's what he is.
In the end, you can't fix stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. If I was the bow company, number one, I would sue him for using our name of my bow, and the same for the broadheads and any name brand that he used.
The thing is any chances, any hopes that he ever had of becoming
anything
in any kind of entertainment industry,
nobody will touch him.
He just shot it in the foot.
Yeah,
he's done.
If he even said he'd like to hunt, if he even told me, he called me up right now and said he wanted to buy a hunt with us, I wouldn't let him. I wouldn't let that kid hunt with me. I mean,
was it the kids doing, or were there?
He had accomplices. He had a lot of accomplices, because in the beginning he had the guys that scored it. I mean, he had pictures of it, and he had people that scored it anybody that touched that thing with a tape measure, that knew anything, anybody that touched that thing, in order to measure them horns, you have to start at the bottom by the skull. I've scored hundreds of animals. You had to have been able to tell that them horns weren't legit or there was something wrong. There's no way you could have done a good enough job of screwing them horns on that you wouldn't have been able to tell. So if that's really the story, if they were screwed on and it wasn't a buck that he shot someplace else and brought it in, anybody that touched that thing with a tape measure knew, and they were in on it. So they're just as guilty, and they were in on the lie.
Yeah.
So from the beginning, every single person that was in on it and vouched for it, told the story, and was in on this thing all the way up through until it came out at the end, and the DNR went to this kid's house, was in on the lie, and they're just as guilty, and every single one of them should be penalized because they were all involved.
Where was this supposedly shot? On a game farm or
No.
just
Because if it had been on a game farm, it wouldn't count as a state record. It could go into the SEI books if it was a big enough game farm, and it could go even in the Buckmasters has a section for animals that were shot on high fence operations as long as it has enough acreage.
It was just a purchased rack. I mean, it's not impossible to get a rack like that.
He might have even hunted it on a high fence place and then used that rack
Yeah.
on this North Carolina deer. If that's the case, when I saw later on when he was holding the rack and it actually was on a skull plate, and he very well, to me, it didn't look like he had screwed it on. To me, it looked like he had actually had a rack from a deer that he had hunted someplace else. So he might have hunted it at a high fence place in Pennsylvania and then brought it down. So that could let the scorer off the hook, because then he would have been dealing with a set of horns that actually was on a head and it looked legit to him. Now he doesn't know where the animal came from, but any scorer in his right mind would know by looking at the horns as white as they were that animal came from a raised environment. And I'm not, I'm going to be real careful, because first we're going to talk about the kid, then we're going to talk about hunting methods and things like that. So what this kid did was wrong, because he caused problems for hunters in general, because this thing makes the news and everybody gets wind of it, and then it makes hunters look like a laughing stock, and then he made the North Carolina sportsmen look stupid, because they came out and they did a story on this kid, and they bought into this entire line of bull that he handed out, hook, line, and sinker. And then they defended him when there were certain people were calling him out. There was guys out there that spotted, a skunk right away, and they started calling this kid out. They're like, hey, we recognize horns like that. We've been around deer long enough, and we know what a wild deer rack should look like, what one that was raised looked like. And so then his buddies start coming to his aid. Oh, we know this kid is BS, and I believe some of those buddies knew better. And making threats online to the people that were calling him out and things. And this kid was lying all along. He started all this and he was lying. The kid should be strung up by these nuts is what he should be. And
Oh man.
And they should snap his hunting license away and let him sit for a few years without being able to hunt, and let him think about it. I'm not saying it's got to be forever or anything like that, but they should really make him think, because
Well, if he doesn't lose his hunting privileges for at least a year or two, then what does he learn from that?
Right. The ripple effect of what he did goes farther than just, I lied, oops, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. No. You caused a ripple effect for the entire industry.
The entire state, the entire country, the entire industry of hunting. Everybody was affected.
Right. Yep, that's right. And so, because then he also put bad light on game farm hunting.
Oh yeah.
Because then right now you get the hunters jumping on that again. You get the pros and the con hunters that jumping on each other about that. Oh, this is what happens when you get game farm animal. Okay, you only get that when you have an unethical liar that pulls something like this.
Yeah.
And this brings us back to people that are hunting on television shows that don't tell the truth.
Yep. You're right.
And I don't care who they are. There's a lot of them out there, some of the best shows in the business, and they're doing it. And they do it because the products and the manufacturers put the pressure on them to not tell where they're hunting. And some of these guys own ranches that they secretly own and won't tell anybody because they need to fill hunts. And if you use your heads, folks, you're watching these TV shows, you use your heads. You're expecting these guys to go out. Now think about it. They have to put out 13 episodes to fill a season.
And most of them have at least 2 kills to an episode.
2 to 4. 2 to 4 kills to an episode. So even at 2, that's 26 animals that have to be killed. They have to go out in the wild, successfully find and hunt 26 animals. 1 or 2 guys. Now think about it. They have to go to all these different states and be successful at killing that big of an animal. I don't care who you are. It doesn't happen. Wake up. So what's happening is they have to do things to help keep us entertained on TV. And they can't be realistic. But they can't tell the truth because along comes some of these, and I'm going to say it, muzzy broadheads is one of them. They'll tell them flat out, I don't care where you hunt the animal, just don't tell the truth. We don't want you to tell people that you hunted that animal on a game farm. And I will say that, and it's not a lie that I'm saying that about Muzzy, because Muzzy did it. The people that hunted on a game farm we managed threatened 2 different TV shows that had come there that if they told where they hunted the animal, that they would jerk their sponsorship money.
Yep.
They could air the show as long as they didn't say where they hunted it.
Yep. Yeah,
And
because
those animals appeared in the Muzzy traveling circus that they went around all the trade shows with, showing off these big animals that were these great big animals killed by Muzzies and supposedly open range, and that was BS. Mm-hmm. And they can say anything they want, but I'm telling the truth because the animals came from our places that we were running.
Yep. Which kind of blows my mind because as a product, a company like that, I mean, how does Muzzy think that their broadheads won't work the same on a high fence animal?
What's the difference? They get more field testing on those places than ever.
Yeah.
So the thing is that let them hunt, let them tell the truth, let them be honest. That's all I'm saying is be honest. We're going to come back after a few messages, and we're going to get into more of this, and talk about it because there's some good that comes from that kind of hunting. But a liar like this that tries to take a record, and get in the record book with a lie, that's not good. That's a bad deal.
Yep.
Like I said, this kid needs to lose his license for quite a while. Think about it.
Yeah, when we come back, feel free to call in at 715-298-9888. We'd love to hear your input. We'll be right back.
Big E Outdoors, located at Cedar Creek, is reopening its doors soon after its new remodeling. Home to the area's first and only big game hunting museum, with educational exhibits displaying animals from around the world and facts around the hunters' contributions to their survival. Pick up some unique souvenirs and gifts from the museum and from the Big E TV shows. Meet the pro staff from Big E TV and Big E Outdoor Radio. A great place to stop in with the whole family. And while you're there, book your next hunting trip with the Big E Outdoors Professional Hunters. With over 21 personal hunting destinations worldwide, you'll be sure to find a quality getaway with the Big E Outdoors destinations. Big E Outdoors is also home to Adrenaline Hydrographic. Check us out online at BigEOutfitters.com and register to win a free hunt. Big E Outdoors at Cedar Creek.
Every single day, people just like you are leading happier, healthier lives by working out at Snap Fitness.
My name is Carol Wisey. I was overweight, not feeling so good about myself. I just woke up one morning and decided enough's enough. The hardest step is walking into that gym because I'm sure you're going to feel self-conscious. When I walked through the door for the first time, I can honestly tell you I did not feel that way. They have so many different membership options. You don't need to be locked into a long-term contract. My physical health since I started working out at Snap Fitness has changed dramatically. I have a lot more energy. I'm happier. It will change your life. It will change your family's life. I promise you, if you take that first step and join Snap Fitness, you will not regret it.
Fall specials are here at Snap Fitness. Join for only $8.95 during the month of September. And get ready for our open house celebration coming in October with lots of great fun and prizes.
Here's your Central Wisconsin Weather Eye forecast powered by Weatherology.com. Some fog possible across the area this morning, otherwise mostly clear skies. Highs will warm into the middle 70s by this afternoon. Winds south-southeasterly 5 to 15 miles per hour. Higher gust hour possibility. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy. Lows drop to near 59. And then a slight chance for a few showers developing on Monday with highs reaching the lower 70s. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko for Sports Fan 100.5. Right now, it's 54.
We are back. A little bit more Biggie Outdoor Radio here at Sports Fan 100.5 ESPN Radio. Okay, we were just talking about this little feller, if that's what you want to call him, down in North Carolina. A little Houdini. Little Houdini with turning a three-pointer into a 220-some inch buck. Trying to take a state record with it, and then coming out, and not just coming out and trying to slip a state record in, coming out and whipping out a Facebook post and blasting a little cocky little post like, oh yeah, you know how cute, I got this big buck, and you know.
Yeah. He ran. The thing is his way about it, the way he did it, he ran other hunters into the ground.
Yeah.
Record holders ran record holders into the ground, about their bucks. What was the previous state record? 100 and whatever, 90 inches or something like that.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
Talking all smart and everything. And then,
yep.
Then turns out that he not only, it'd been bad enough if he'd actually taken it on a high fence operation in North Carolina, but the deer came from somewhere in Pennsylvania, and then come to find out that he might have actually taken the horns off of another deer and screwed him onto this one. And then he comes on and he's saying, oh, I have to apologize. I truly thought that it was a legitimate state record. And, I didn't mean to, do that and whatever. And I'm sure that we'll get to the bottom of this. Get to the bottom of what, moron? You did it.
It's at the bottom.
Nobody screwed the horns on and let it walk in front of your stand.
Unless he wants to keep digging.
Yeah, you're the only guy digging the hole deeper. It ain't like somebody screwed the horns on and they come walking out in front of you, and then all of a sudden, oh, wow, look at that buck, and you shot it and didn't know.
But wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. But I suppose that's going to be his next claim.
Yeah. A zombie buck.
It's ridiculous. So, like I said, yeah. But back on, so now, like I said, it brings the bad light to the high fence hunting, which is something that one of our TV shows is based on. It's telling the truth. We got a show called Both Sides of the Fence. And
we tell the truth on both of them.
And we do. Well, I know, but I'm saying this is the one show we have is based on
both sides of the fence.
It's based on the high fence issues and a lot of controversial issues. And this is exactly, this topic right here is exactly what that's about. There's a lot of people that high fence hunting is catered exactly for and to. And we're not here, first of all, we build it around this platform so that we can prove to you that every controversial topic has its reasons, and hunters need to stand together. So listen to this first. Hear me out before you jump all over things. There's a reason for everything. And so as hunters, rather than jump on each other for our choices, we need to stand together, because look at us all as a big pie or a big movie theater full of people, all hunters. Okay, high fence hunters are in there, dove hunters are in there, hunters are in there. You know, dog hunters are for bears and chasing deer, dog hunters that use their dogs for ducks and pheasants, people that hunt with bows, people that hunt with crossbows, longbows, guns. Every single style of hunter and method you can think of, we're in this room, okay? Now, as we vote against each other and fight amongst each other, people have to leave that room. But before we leave that room, there's another room with the exact same amount of chairs, and those are our anti-hunters and our radical anti-hunters. So these are how we vote, okay? The radical anti-hunters start these fights amongst us, and we start fighting amongst ourselves like a bunch of idiots.
And stuff like this whole North Carolina deal with this kid is perfect fuel for those people.
Right. Or Cecil the lion.
Yeah.
Who gives a darn if somebody in our room wants to hunt a lion, if it's legal? Think about it, people. Get your head out of your butt. You want to hunt a lion? Hunt a lion. It's legal. There's reasons for it. I'll get into those reasons. We don't have enough time always on all these radio segments, but I'll get into it. There's reasons. I'll prove it to you. You want to hunt a giraffe, you want to hunt a lion, whatever's legal. Because you start fighting amongst yourself in this room. All you guys that want to hunt giraffes and lions, get up and leave. All right? You're gone. We haven't even started on high fence hunters yet. Now let's take a vote for gun rights and hunting rights. Guess what? We're already a few men short. So we just lost a couple of methods or a couple of rights. But now all of a sudden they stir up another little fight.
They may not vote against us, but they're not voting for us anymore either.
That's right.
So
we lost them. So now all of a sudden we get something else going. Let's really knock out a big group. Let's take out all the high fence hunters. Some of those high fence hunters are still going to stay with us, but we're going to lose some completely, and they completely are going to lose interest because they got no other way to hunt, and I'm going to show you why. High fence hunting brings in a lot of people that maybe have no other way anymore. They could have been in a car accident. They could be in wheelchairs, paralyzed from the neck down. They could be coming back from the military. They could be
terminally ill.
Terminally ill, and we've had them, people. I've had 10-year-old kids come up to our trade show booths and tell me that they've only got 6 months left to live. We've had kids come to us and hunt that have died on the way home from the hunt. And there's no way that they could have gotten anywhere else to hunt because there were no seasons open anymore. High fence hunting was the only hunt choice that they had left, and it was a dream for them to hunt. I've helped many church organizations get kids on hunts, and the only choices we had were high fence operations because there was no other way to get these kids out on hunts, and especially to do it safe and completely controlled. We've had elderly people come out and do hunts where they could do 2 and 3 generation hunts with their grandkids and their sons and their kids in completely controlled environments around school schedules and college schedules and things like that, and there's no way they could have lined up hunts like this anywhere else because there's no seasons open for them to all come, all be successful, all get bucks and do something like that. It just doesn't work out, especially with today's world, where you can maybe do that once in your life and just make it successful and make that hunt work, and then go back to doing your thing your way if that's what you want to do. There's physical, there's mentally challenged, there's all kinds of different handicap reasons. There's
Well, here's another reason. Look at athletes.
That's right.
Pro football players and baseball players are getting down to the playoffs, and you got NASCAR.
That's right.
All these people, they're
we expect them to be on the field. If we turn on the TV and your favorite quarterback is not out there because he decided, hey, he's taking his week off to go hunting.
More than a week. I mean, you need at least a week alone just for the drive and for the scouting.
Right.
And then you got a week hunt. You're gone for 2 weeks.
or let's say, you're out there and you're watching your favorite NASCAR driver, and all of a sudden, bang, he just decides he's going to take the week off. He's not going to be in the chase today because he's going elk hunting.
I mean, think about how that would affect the NASCAR community if Dale Jr. wasn't there for a week because he was on a hunt.
Yeah. So we expect our guys to be there. So, and I get a lot of people that say, well, that's the life they chose. Well, that's great. Some people chose the life to be a doctor and save our lives and a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
We've had that happen. We've had brain surgeons come out and hunt. Now, this isn't a life just for the rich. We asked that guy that was a brain surgeon why he chose to do it, and he said because if he was out west hunting and he fell on his hands, he's got people back in his practice that depend on his hands to save their lives. And if he broke his hand, something unfortunate like that, he'd be screwed.
Yeah.
We've had, in today's technology, we expect our doctors and people like that to be on call and be able to be reached 24/7. How many doctors have we had, even mentally, what do we call them, mental doctors, psychiatrists and whatever, that have been in the blinds with us, that have been taking calls and had to
in the blind
and had to step out of the hunt or had to take calls right up till they went to the hunt. While they're there on their trip, they're still taking care of clients. You can't do that. You go to the mountains and you completely lose signal. You're done.
Yeah.
They can't be out of touch with the world.
Yeah.
And all these people that throw stones at this industry don't think about all that, but yet they expect their doctor to be on call. They expect all this stuff to happen, and then all of a sudden tomorrow, it could be their dad, their wife, their kids, their loved one. It could be they themselves that end up walking out. Bang, car comes up in the curb, hits them, boom, they're in a wheelchair paralyzed from the neck down, and all of a sudden they're like, man, I wish somebody would take me hunting.
Yeah.
How am I going to hunt? How's somebody going to help me? I really wanted to get an elk. You might be able to get your wheelchair out in your back 40 and go hunting deer or turkeys, buddy, but you're not getting that wheelchair up the mountain.
Yeah.
So, then all of a sudden it's going to be, boy, them high fence operations ain't such a bad idea.
Because what may not be your method today
could be
just
your method
might be
tomorrow.
your method tomorrow. Yep.
And if we can make a case for that, we can surely make a case for hunting with dogs, hunting any other way. So hunters, you need to stick together and quit arguing about anything. I don't care if you're hunting Cecil the lion or Jimmy the giraffe. It doesn't matter. So we'll be right back.
When you're cruising down the road and watching wheels astray, BRB Auto Body night or day.
BRB Auto Body knows that protecting your vehicle's value is important. That's why they only offer Line-X spray-on bed liners for trucks. Line-X, the industry leader in bed liners backed by a lifetime warranty, offers unmatched protection against gouges, rips, and tears. No lost cargo space and a rattle-free, quiet ride. And BRB Auto Body knows that life without your vehicle can be, at best, very difficult. That's why they offer Premier Rent-A-Car for your convenience. Premier Rent-A-Car offers competitive rates for all your rental car needs. No replacement vehicle coverage. When BRB repairs your car, they'll supply you with a complimentary vehicle at no cost. Call BRB Auto Body today at 359-9792 or check them out at brbautobodyinc.com.
Expect a quality job from BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body.
County Highway XX in Rothschild.
Tired of the hot summer heat? Time to get those ACs working. Head on in to Thunder Lube at their new location, 1015 South 17th Avenue in Wausau. Thunder Lube is a full-service center handling tires, brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, and much more. No appointment needed for oil changes. Get a punch card when you get a full service and get your 10th service free. That's Thunder Lube, complete auto service center, South 17th Avenue in Wausau.
Looking for the best burger in town? Check out Brews Brothers in Weston, just off Highway 29 at Camp Phillips exit. Voted best burger in Wausau 2014 and 2015. Fresh burger ground daily from country fresh meats, fresh buns, and 35 draft beers on tap from local and regional breweries. Enjoy fresh cut fries and chips made to order. Open 11 to 11 Sunday through Thursday and 11 to midnight Friday and Saturday. Brews Brothers, Camp Phillips Road in Weston. This segment of Biggie Outdoors is brought to you by Snap Fitness of Wausau. It's time to get in shape, and Snap Fitness is the right place to do it. With 2 locations in Weston and Wausau, you're never far from a Snap Fitness. Open 24/7 for members with clean and well-maintained equipment. Check out their new location across from Fleet Farm on Wausau's north side with all new machines and equipment. Sign up for some classes or training. Pick up the supplements you need and take advantage of the monthly deals and sign-up specials they have going on now. The staff at Snap Fitness is waiting for you to assist you in any way they can. So head on down to Snap Fitness today and get signed up. If you're like most of us, your garage is never big enough.
You've been hitting the vodka and the orange juice this morning over there? You need a Bloody Mary?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I used to date a girl named Bloody Mary.
okay.
Huh. So, what were you going to say? So what? So,
Guy at work.
yeah.
Different guy at work.
Yeah.
Not Bear Hunter Joe. It's another guy that's crazy into hunting, and he comes in all wired up on Friday night, just jacked as can be. And he had a couple friends of his came up. They had bear tags, and he's got 3 good-sized bears coming in there, and they ended up getting the medium-sized bear. There's still one out there that's probably 400 or 500 pounds, and the one they got was 270 dressed.
When you say dressed, was it wearing like a tutu or what was it wearing?
Well, he showed me pictures, and all I saw was like a golden plastic crown.
Oh.
Yeah. But, no, no, but it's funny how the way he explains it. He's a different character, anyways. The way that his mind kind of
Bear Hunter
works.
Joe, you're a different character.
No, this ain't Bear Hunter Joe. This was
the other guy. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
This is a different guy. But he was telling me, the way that he thought this bear had to have been thinking, which I don't.
The bear was thinking.
This is what he was telling me, and I don't.
Here we go.
I don't doubt that it could be. That it could be, maybe it possibly.
It could be made.
But I think that after this bear got shot, he was just running to just run. I don't really think that he was thinking the way.
Well, okay, let's just go to this scenario.
So
if you got shot, what would you be thinking? Run.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what he tells me. He says, "Well, he shot this gal shot this bear.
The bear.
And it takes off through the cornfield."
Uh-huh.
And he said,
"Good place to go."
He said, "This is where all of a sudden I didn't question him too much, because when he gets wired up, it's hard to stop him. So I didn't want to fire him up anymore. I just let him talk."
Okay.
But he says, "Oh yeah," he said, "it was running.
Run it.
Takes off. Oh man, you better stop cutting me off, buddy."
Go ahead.
Takes off through this cornfield, and it was heading towards the pond. And he said it got halfway across the cornfield, and it must have figured it wasn't going to make it to the pond, so it circled back around and started heading back to where it was originally going before it got shot, and it died on the edge of the cornfield.
That's it?
So at what point does he figure? He figures because this bear made a big circle through the cornfield. I mean, you should see the pictures he showed me of all these. I mean, this bear was rolling everywhere. I mean, he knocked down so much corn after he got shot. He pretty much rolled a big circle through the cornfield. 400 yards it ran. And
farmer must be just happy.
Oh man! And they were harvesting. They cut about 40 acres off of the field earlier that day, and it still didn't affect the hunt.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be a day short of getting enough of it off of there, now that bear went in and destroyed a bunch of what was left. So, but it's just amazing to me how he can think, just because it ran in a big circle, made a big loop, that, well, the bear, he was running straight towards water, and then he must have figured that he wasn't going to make it, so he decided to turn around and go back to where he was originally going.
Well, I think it's amazing that he can read a bear's mind like that.
Yeah, it's just something.
He's like the bear whisperer.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, still though, I mean, it's 270-pound bear dressed. That was a pretty good
dressed.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is we talk about our animals like that. This is how much it weighed dressed.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Think about when a doctor weighs us. They say, this is how much he weighed dressed.
Yeah.
I'm glad it means something different to the doctor. I don't want a doctor weighing me like that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now you put it that way.
This is when he weighed dressed.
This is
Wait a
actually.
minute, he ain't gutting me out.
This is the same guy that we talked about a few weeks back. That he says he's got 40 acres of land that it's actually 60 because of the hills.
Again. This guy actually makes sense. I'm telling you.
I do not care. 40 acres is 40 acres.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Listen, you take the surface coverage. Take the surface coverage.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you, I'll tell you how you'd figure it out.
The surface coverage is still 40 acres. You follow the hills. It's not as the crow flies.
No. It's first of all, a crow just flies up in the air, so that has nothing to do with it. Okay, go down to, this is how you figure it out. You go down to Menards, and you buy those little rubber tile things, the little tile things you cover the floor with, okay? And you lay them out in a flat area, 40 acres.
Yeah.
Now, go to a really hilly place with terrain and start laying them out.
And they're not going to go as far because they're going to go
What
over.
does that say? You have more ground. You have more coverage.
No.
You own more land. You own more surface.
You still own 40 acres.
You own more surface.
It's a good thing they don't do taxes that way.
Oh, my gosh.
You own more stuff to walk on.
What the heck? Why are we even having this argument?
You might technically only own 40 acres by grid, but you own more ground to walk on. I see Bear Hunter Joe's point.
That's not Bear Hunter Joe.
Oh, who was it? The guy that was hunting with him?
No. This is the guy that I just told you about that shot that bear that made the big circle.
Yeah.
This is the guy that hunts down in Buffalo County. He's got that land down in Buffalo County.
Oh yeah. Well, so what? I still see his point.
Yeah.
Buffalo County. This is Buffalo County. What's his name?
Well, he don't own it. He leases it.
Okay, what's his name?
I'm afraid to call him out on the radio.
Just say his first name.
He's nuts. Kent.
So Buffalo County Kent. Buffalo County Kent has a point.
We call him Wally at work.
Buffalo County Wally. Let's just call him Kent. Wally doesn't sound. Why do you call him Wally? I don't want to know.
Well, it has to do with his last name.
Oh,
a little bit.
Ah,
yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, I'm just what I just laid out to you. If you take those little square rubber things and little tiles and you lay them out, you'll have more earth. You'll have more earth to walk on uneven ground, on hilly.
When they measure out that 40 acres, they measure it. They follow the contour of the land.
No, they don't. They measure straight line. That's it. They don't follow the contour.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. It's straight line grid. They lay out this big flat grid over the top of it, it's like this. They look down and they're like that. So they don't follow the grid. So that way, all the hills and everything that are in there give you more earth space. Number 2, you not.
Oh, man.
Serious.
Yeah, something.
It all depends on if you want to do this the mathematical way or the flat grid way. You didn't really do well in geography anyway when you were in school. You were probably out chasing deer or doing something, or you probably had some girl pinned down in a photography room or something. I don't know. I know your stories, buddy. You ain't fooling your dad. I was there when I was in school.
No, you were a nerd in school. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
You were the guy I picked on in school.
We both can't take a drink at the same time. They're dork.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I thought it was a sociable.
Sociable?
Yeah.
So, a sociable hour?
All right, everybody grab your energy drink and slam it.
And go.
There we go.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah. Why not? Why can't that be how it works?
Because then it gets quiet on the air and everybody that's listening is like, hey, what the heck? They start tapping their dial, churning, fiddling. Hey, what the? They just went off the... Oh, they're back. Your beard's coming along nicely, by the way. I can probably start catching up now.
You'll never catch me.
Bud, I tell you what.
No, this ship
Call
is sailed.
Call your Uncle Brad and get him on the line. Uncle Brad, you're out there. Call us. Give Brandon a lesson on my beard growing and how fast I can catch you guys.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm your son.
Yeah, have Cat Whiskers call you because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
Have Cat Whiskers call you. Oh, good Lord. What time we got to be out of this? Anyways, I forgot to set my timer, so.
I'm telling you, because he started growing his a few times, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll give you a head start. Yeah, but he does grow a pretty sporty looking beard nowadays for hunting season. So,
yeah, it took him 40 years.
I think he gets permission to grow it now. That's the thing.
Oh God!
As long as it doesn't rub or scratch.
Yeah. See, once you've been married long enough, then they don't care how soft you are anymore. It's like they don't want to get close to you anyway. Brandon, you're starting out that way, so not a good sign.
Oh, look at there. Yep.
What is our phone number? 715-298-9888. Anybody wants to call in? And anybody else growing a beard for the season out there? We'd like to hear it. Maybe we should get a contest going, a beard growing contest with all of our listeners.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be fair. We didn't.
Why? Well, some
of
them might. Who cares? Let's see who's got what kind of beards we can get going out there. Let's see who's got the most. We'll have a beautiful beard contest.
Listen, you do not use the word beautiful when it comes to beard.
A luscious beard.
What is wrong with you?
A luscious beard kind of. We'll get a bunch of women to come in that we don't know, and they'll judge you guys. I'm not in this.
No,
just
clearly,
so you know.
Clearly you're not in this.
No, because I would win. If I got in, I'd win.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you would never.
I always win.
No,
dude, I'd rig it.
You would rig it, huh? Yeah. Right. As I would come into your bedroom with a spray bottle full of Nair while you were sleeping. Yeah, I would win it.
You're a cheater. You're like this kid.
See, you just said you would rig the beard competition, so I don't see what the difference is.
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess I was cheating too.
Let's get back on this here in a second.
You're like Noah the hoaxer down here in what the heck was that? Was his name Noah?
I don't know. It was down in North Carolina. But hey, we got to cut to a break here, folks. So we'll be right back after.
Yeah, we got to announce some winners anyway.
All righty.
If you're like most of us, your garage is never big enough. Need some extra room? Go see Denny at the Shed Shop in Eland and Shawano. Or maybe you need a new hunting shack or deer blind of your dreams. Again, the Shed Shop in Eland or Shawano. Complete quality-built sheds, competitive prices, made with treated wood or vinyl, and handcrafted by the Mennonites. Call Denny at the Shed Shop, 715-584-3050. The Shed Shop.
Rejection is one of our biggest fears. As humans, our greatest need is to be accepted. So when Ben walked into Jim Krishock Jewelers and met with Jody, he was looking for someone to accept him. You see, Ben was head over heels in love with Amanda, and he wanted to give her the diamond engagement ring of her dreams. But he didn't feel good about his credit, and he didn't feel good about a past jewelry shopping experience where another jeweler wouldn't even give him the time of day. But Jody had a different attitude. Instead, she went right to work on getting a credit application filled out. And before he knew it, he was approved for, well, a lot more than he thought he would be. That's total acceptance. So Jody walked him over to the diamond case, and he picked out the ring that would knock Amanda off her feet. We're Jim Krishock Jewelers, and when you walk in here, you know you'll find it. And you'll be accepted. We're in front of Best Buy on Rib Mountain Drive. And nobody does I do like we do.
Attention, Central Wisconsin. There's a huge hail sale going on right now at Stark GM of Merrill. There's just a little damage to some cars on our lot, but there's big savings to be had throughout. Come take a look at all you get. Here are just a couple examples. How about a 2014 GM certified Chevy Cruze for just $11,988 or $188 a month with no down payment? That's right, $11,988 or $188 a month with zero down. Or choose from a selection of 2014 GM certified Impalas. Yes, just $11,988 or $188 a month with no down payment. So come to Stark GM of Merrill or visit us at www.starkmerrill.com and enjoy huge hail savings on over 150 vehicles in stock. Hurry! First come, first served. Plus tax, title, license, and fees. Selling price $11,988, $188 a month. Zero down, 72 months at 2.99% for well-qualified buyers. Only while supplies last. See dealer for details.
All right, folks, and we are back.
We're back in black. No.
You all right?
Yeah.
Do I need to call an ambulance?
Yeah, call me an ambulance. I appreciate that.
All right. Now,
last week
over the break, actually, we just had a good conversation here. You've actually never grown your beard out, not even to the point where I am at.
I've grown it out. Yeah, actually, I've been to your point, actually, about that point, and then that's about where I quit.
So you've never been to the point that I was at when I shaved last January?
The point of no return? No.
Yeah. So why not do it if you've never done it? Why not? I dare you. I'll give you $100 to not shave until
this is kind of like
April
peer pressure.
30th. April 30th. If you don't shave till April 30th, I'll give you $100.
Well,
$100 is $100. That's 400 gumballs. Think about it.
There's a lot of gumballs. You know,
you have to accept this challenge by the end of the show today. So
okay, let me think about it.
Yep.
Let me think about it. What do you got to say over there? I smarty pants. I see you getting your microphone down.
Is there an exception for due to what's the word I want?
Funerals?
No.
You don't have to shave to bury a dude, I'm telling you.
Due to the hunt that you may be going on out of country.
Why would you shave?
There is no exceptions.
Okay.
Zero.
Why would you shave?
I'm going to the Bahamas.
The only reason you'd shave is to get a... You know, the only reason that you'd shave is to...
No, there is no reason you would shave.
To get like an anaconda out of your beard or something.
No exceptions. I mean, I'm going to the Bahamas 2-3 weeks from now, and it's going to be warm down there, and I'm not shaving, and I'm not cutting my hair. There's no exceptions.
Are you going to resort 1, 2, or 3?
Huh?
I'll have to explain to you later.
1, 2, or 3. What the heck does that mean?
No, there's a resort down there that has three. They're labeled 1, 2, and 3.
They must be adult resorts.
Are they? Oh boy.
3.
I'm not going to any adult resorts. No way.
No.
Never know what's going to happen there. I'm not into that kind of stuff. I'm married.
Yeah.
I don't have sex anymore.
Oh, good Lord.
So, 1, 2.
Serious?
2:30.
What are you counting over
You
there?
can hear him count.
This guy's always doing math over there. 20, 30, 20. We need to get him a calculator.
Yeah. It makes sense to him, though, so hey.
Yeah.
But so you're looking up our winners here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we got a couple winners, a couple wieners.
Remember, you've got an hour and 12 minutes to make up your mind if you want to accept my challenge.
I know. We got a winner from last week from our like and share thing. Keith Turnquist.
Keith Turnquist.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty.
So if Keith Turnquist is listening this week, he's got to get a hold of us though now so that we can get his information so we can send him his prizes. We got some folks that won from another call-in that we did. Just so you guys know, sometimes we're waiting to get stock in so we can send you the stuff. We might not have sizes that fit you and things, so you'll get your stuff in. We got some T-shirts coming, and you'll get it. But Keith Turnquist, if you're listening, you won from last week's contest that we did. And let's do another one. Let's give something away. I got somebody that won on our Big E Outdoors page too. That won from a like and share on. They did a share on our page, and they won a. What the heck is that safety thing that you wear when you crawl up in a tree?
Hunter safety system?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, the thing I never wear. Yeah, hunter safety system and the lifeline and a couple of decals and some CEZ reflective products. I say so I got a little giveaway that I did there. I got a winner for that, too.
Did I win?
But it wasn't anybody local.
Oh, man.
But so let's do another one. Let's give away some CEZ reflective wraps for your arrows. Now, these things here, folks, these are made out of the reflective type material that you would see on your state patrol vehicles, things that make you slam on the brakes when it reflects very well at night. So you don't have to use the lighted knocks and things like that don't work half the time. And they don't add any weight to your arrow either. So you just tape this on their little deals and they go on. They don't come off either. They also have some bigger ones in there. You can put them on your tip-ups. You can put them on your remote control or something else that you need to find in the dark. So that you just find, they reflect real well with a flashlight or anything. I wasn't going there, Brandon, but anything else that you might have in the drawer that you got to find at night in the dark. But so anyway, yeah. So
what is wrong with us?
I don't know. These things, they're excellent anyway, and so we'll give away 2 packs of those and 2 packs of two packs of those and 2 Big E Buck decals. You can give us your color when you call in. We got red, orange, green, black, and white. Red, orange, green, black, and white. Those are your choices. And pink. Camo. No camo. Don't have any camo. Red, orange, green, black, white, and pink. Those are your choices. So, first caller, 715-298-9888. 715-298-9888. Ready, go. Okay, so let's go back on our little... who else? We're not done talking about this little Houdini liar down in North Carolina. The horn screwer. They should screw a set of horns on his head is what they ought to do. And send him through the woods. And then say, hey, that's it. You either lose your license for 5 years or you dress up like a deer and run through the woods. With horn screwed
you would be a terrible lawman.
I would. I'd pistol whip it a little. I can't say this.
Rascal.
Rascal. Thanks for helping me out there. There's some bad things on the tip of my tongue. I would have pistol whipped them. That's where we need to get rid of all this politically correct stuff and all this worried about the cameras. Go back to some good old Texas justice. They should just pistol whip them. And then hooked them by the feet and drug them by a horse through the thorns. They know they got a lot of thorns down there. Naked.
You are a sick man.
Yeah.
Sick. Ugh.
Yeah. And then said, how's your 243 inches doing now, boy?
Oh, boy. Yeah. You didn't take your pills this morning.
You going to screw anything on anything's head now? Huh? I bet you learned your lesson, didn't you?
Oh, boy.
You little punk.
I can't believe that nobody's called yet.
Nobody wants to win any decals and CEZ reflective wraps. Maybe that's what it is. Nobody wants any of them. They're like, what the heck is a CEZ wrap?
Yeah.
I don't want to see my arrows at night. I never miss. That could be. We got a lot of...
How about this?
What do you want to throw in?
The first 5 people to go to Big E Outdoor Radio and post a picture of a buck they shot this year during bow season already.
Yeah.
Gets a Big E t-shirt.
Oh, I love it. There you go.
You must like the page.
Yeah, and what? Big E Outdoors or Big E Outdoor Radio? Either one.
Big E Outdoor Radio.
Yeah.
Big E Outdoor Radio or Big E Outdoors.
Either one. Go to either page, Big E Outdoors or Big E Outdoor Radio. Post a picture of, you know what? It don't have to be a buck. Any deer you shot.
Yeah, that's right. Post a picture of a deer you shot this season.
We're about hunting in general. Post a picture of any deer. I don't care. A coyote, a coon, a skunk you ran over on the road, any skunk you patted.
Yeah. And who?
Oh wait, don't do that.
And who knows? Who knows? Don't stop at 5 because we're always always throwing curveballs and giving stuff away.
Yeah, sometimes we get generous. We might go to 6, 7. Who knows? Post it up there. We'll send you a T-shirt and a decal. Post your pictures. Let's see them. I want to see my phone light up. Oh, there comes our caller. There's a winner.
Smokes.
It's either a winner or a wiener. Who we got on there? I feel like Jerry Lewis from the telethon here. Call in now. We probably got a winner right now. So, I can't wait to go out and... I'm thinking I'm just going to shoot a doe this year and screw some horns on it. What do you think? No, he's got a pen there, dummy. He needs the paper. There we go.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Just think of how much pressure that takes off, though. You could use the same set of horns every year.
What's funny is Bear Hunter Joe, he's been inviting me to go up and hunt with him, and his stepson has been seeing nothing but does up there.
Hey, don't worry about it there, buddy. Just whack a doe. Screw the horns on. Why?
Not in that area.
You can screw horns on it. Ask this kid from North Carolina. Did you see this? There's a little thing that somebody posted on here. It's not that one. Maybe over here. Somebody's got a picture of this build. You ever heard of Build-A-Bear?
Yeah.
Build-A-Bear? Well, supposedly this kid is starting up a new version of that down in North Carolina. It's called Build-A-Buck.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I want him to be about this big. Oh, man.
I think this means we got to take a break.
Yeah,
huh?
we lost track of time.
All right, we'll take a break quick.